where he got it.
What is
he
it?
said it was hand felted by Nepalese women. So
is that a good thing
we'll
or a
see.
bad thing?
I think it's like fair trade, local artisans sort of feel. Yeah, but I don't know where it came from. It's a cat cave. It's a cave for your cat.
My cat would dig that so much.
Yeah, she's really into it.
Is that a cat chair?
Uh-oh.
There's a dog barking at a cat right now.
Cat's gonna put that dog in a cave.
Oh.
All right, I'm getting your ring, Sally. I'm gonna go order it right now. So Maddie, let me know where you got your cat cave.
Yeah, I'll figure it out.
Let me know where you got your ring.
Yep. I'll send you the link.
Thank you. All right, I just came to say hello. I don't want to impose
You can hang out, Pam.
where I'm not wanted.
You can hang.
You're welcome.
No, don't go, Pam. Don't
What?
go.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I'll stay.
How is everybody tonight?
Oh,
Nice boobs, Sally. I love it.
It matches my bathroom.
I was in a bathrobe until 6 minutes ago.
I showered specifically for you. Oh,
Jim's hair, you guys.
I know.
no. I think it looks great.
I do too.
so is the top still long?
Yeah, I didn't really cut the top, like the front. I was
I
trying to
love it.
cut the back, and it was not really going so well. And I was like, I'm just gonna leave it.
It's a Tintin.
Yeah.
Tintin?
It's a Tintin.
They call that a Caesar. You put some fun stuff on it, right?
Oh yeah, I could put stuff in there and make it even more fun, but it just does stuff on its own.
It's so cute.
I'm just gonna roll with it.
How you doing, Mandy?
What?
How are you? How are you?
Great. How are you, Pam?
We're good.
I'm just trying to be on my best behavior.
Because you're worried about getting put back into the waiting room? Just want you to know I'm not the host of this party, so I don't
I
have
know you're not, Pam. I
Pam
know
was
you.
glad to put you in the waiting room.
What the hell is that, Scott?
What did you say, Sally?
Our order for
Is
tonight?
that the order?
Yeah, but what's up with it? It's like weird characters in between everything.
Oh, really? I
No.
put
Just for you.
I put each one on its own line. Maybe that came through weird. For me, it looks just like
It
one
looks
name on each line.
normal.
Looks normal to me.
I see what Jim sees.
Maybe the
Looks like
text formatting went weird.
Looks like a low-tech emoji cup of coffee,
Yeah.
like on a dot matrix printer.
Do you want me to send it through again, just each as its own message, or just
No, I
in,
got it.
in one
I mean-
line? Can you see it?
Sally, Kate, I got it.
Talking about, just so they know,
Weird.
they're talking about the chat box. They just put their names in the chat box.
Oh, this is live now?
We're
This
live.
Oh, it's been live. It's been.
Are people watching?
Yeah.
Oh,
That
Yep.
must have been fun for them. This must be fun for them.
I'm sure your mom's having a great time.
Happy birthday, Linda. Is it her birthday today, tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Happy
Happy almost
Happy
birthday.
birthday
Free
tomorrow.
birthday.
Yep.
Anyone watching in the chat, if they don't like this meaningless stuff, they can give us a suggestion. Okay? Because I'm waiting.
Cat cave? Anybody?
Is that your suggestion?
That's my suggestion.
Is that a text you recently sent or received?
Oh, no, I'm not on YouTube.
When I was little, Jim, it was Scotty Potty. That was the.
Oh,
Didn't quite fit the theme.
Sally Potty.
I was called Pampon. I'm
Love
sure
it.
you'll never use that against me. I went to Smith.
The rule is you have to say that before you tell everybody the secret. Otherwise, it doesn't count. As I learned with the thing that I don't like, that you know that I don't like, that you make me do sometimes.
Oh, Kate, your mom's giving the text message.
Yep.
Me?
Yeah, we just got a suggestion from Linda Jobson.
What do I make you do something, Kate?
I can tell you for a fact that she is a liar.
Damn, happy birthday, Linda.
Favorite
I think she
dog?
was, no, I'm kidding, Mom. I think she was rushing because she wanted to send it, but she's sending a text that she sent to me. And what it really says is, I finished my 1,000 piece puzzle today. Whoever had this before me must have had a dog or cat like yours. Can you see the one mangled up piece? Question mark. So she paraphrased.
She paraphrased.
Oh, there it is.
Is that a boats in the water?
Yeah, boats in the water. Nice, maybe New Hampshire house.
Awesome. I love that. Kate, can you just read that whole message just one more time for everybody so we can use it as our suggestion?
Yes. I finished
Jim.
my 1,000 piece puzzle. Oh, do you want, Scott, are you going to put it in there? Whoever had this before me must have had a dog or cat like yours. Can you see the one mangled up piece?
Great.
And there's a picture of two boats. There is a dog on the I don't know boat terms, the thing that goes out into the water.
Dock.
There you go.
Proud.
Dock. The dock. And one of the
Normal word.
boats is named Torpedo.
Torpedo.
Torpedo. Doesn't seem like a good name for a boat.
What if we were always named what we most fear?
Kidding, Mom. I love you.
Yeah, she says it was too long a text to do it all. All right, so let's
Maybe
get
they'll
started.
get around to doing something besides chat.
Yeah, I saw that. Woo, tough crowd. Here we are. Welcome to HVC Live, where we chat for about 10 minutes and then improvise for about 20. That's how it works. So as a reminder, Pam, what do you
Pam, I like you like that. That's good for you. I like that. That's nice.
Learn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pam,
They have that.
Thanks, Andy.
So we're going to use that text message as our suggestion. We'll hear some short true stories from each of the 6 members of Not in Charge. And then we'll go into any one of you can initiate a scene from the monologues. And then we'll go into a pan right, pan left, where I'll call out the 2 people who are in the next scene. Sound fun? All right, my friends. Remember, stopping and starting your video is how you enter and exit stage.
When I was in college, I had a friend, Kevin Bauman. He's still my friend. Although the night that I'm thinking of, he almost stopped being my friend because we were at our friend's house. It was Monday night in college. We were watching Monday Night Football. And as we went to leave, we got up to say goodbye. And one of the guys who lived there, Sean O'Shea, had this dog named Kai Kilius. And it was like part dog, but it was also part wolf, apparently. It was huge. It looked like a gigantic husky, but it was so big. So we're leaving, and I walk past the coffee table and past Kai Kilius, and I just kind of wave to it because I don't really like big dogs very much. I was always scared of them as a kid. As Kevin walks by, he does the exact same thing, and Kai Kilius decides that Kevin is going to be like his dinner and jumps up and bites him in the face.
Oh.
And he was the mangled piece that night. Yeah, that did not reinforce any of my desire for big dogs to be in my life. He had to get shots in his face for rabies and all kinds of bad stuff.
We're a big puzzle family. My mom always has a puzzle going from January until usually around April. March. This month it's April, probably going to go into the summer given the circumstances. And when I go home to visit her in Pennsylvania, during those times, it's a big event. I don't do puzzles anymore in my house because if I start a puzzle, nothing else happens. And so
I can attest to that.
yeah, I get laser focus and I get cramped up in the neck and the whole body because you're leaning over this thing and you can't. And so my mother and I do puzzles the right way, which is you dump all the pieces out on the table and then you flip them over so that they're all face up, and then you put all of the edge in one side and everything else goes on the other side, but everything gets flipped. I've met people who do it the wrong way. If you're one of those people, I'm not interested in doing a puzzle with you. And I invited, or I should say my friends invited me out one February that I was home visiting my mother, and it's high school friends that I haven't seen for a long time. And they're literally calling, hey, Mandy, we're catching up, like come to the bar. I'm like, I can't make it. They're like, what are you doing? You've been home for 3 days. Like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm working on a puzzle with my mom.
So the last week of camp every summer when I worked there was family camp, and family camp was kind of hard because you'd already been through a full week, like a full 10 weeks of summer camp, and then just when you are emotionally exhausted and like ready to be done, the camp is filled up with families and little kids, and it's really lovely and everyone is really happy to be there, but it sort of moves from like camp environment into like people on vacation who sort of have higher expectations. Like they think they're at a resort, but psych, you're at a YMCA summer camp, so lower your expectations a bit, but you can't say that. So you've just got like, you know, customer service smile face on all week and you're already exhausted, and it's just a lot when you're, you know, a staff member for that. So the big tradition of family camp was that they did a triathlon. So you'd have a team. One team would row a canoe across the lake. Then you'd have your next teammate run back to the other side of the lake, and then the final person would swim back. So you would do canoe, run, swim. By this point, I had zero interest in taking part in the triathlon. I was exhausted. I didn't want to play, but you know, smiley customer service face. And I was like, fine, just put me in a canoe. I don't care, just put me in a canoe. I don't even like canoes. In fact, I hate canoes. I don't think they're fun. I think it's like sort of challenging, especially if like you're in a high pressure situation and you have two people in a canoe who aren't really used to canoeing. Okay, so neither of us knew how to steer, and we were like assistant director and program director of a summer camp in a canoe, and like neither of us knew how to do it. It was not a good scene. So here we are, and I've been through 10 weeks of summer camp, and everyone around me has just gotten there, and they're psyched, and they're fresh, and everything is wonderful. And the program director and I are just like angry in a canoe, paddling in circles, while like being passed by 9-year-olds. And it's like, at that point, if there's ever been any moment in my life when I would have liked to have been taken out by a torpedo, I think that would have been one of them. I would have accepted that.
Many, many years ago, probably a good 20 years ago, my then girlfriend and I rented a canoe, a metal canoe, from one of those little marinas down next to the Coolidge Bridge, and we went paddling. And we paddled up the river, up the Connecticut River, and actually we paddled down because we had to paddle against the current on the way back. So as we were out there paddling and having a beautiful time on this sunny summer day that was hot, a thunderstorm rolled in, and we had to turn around and paddle the canoe back. And I was the one who had done Outward Bound and knew how to paddle a canoe and everything. And my girlfriend, Mary Sue, didn't know what she was doing. And she was just valiantly trying to paddle. And we were paddling against the current. as fast as we could. And there was lightning here and there and thunder and stuff. And she kept going, are we going to be okay? Is it going to be all right? And I was like, we're going to be fine. Don't worry. I was not sure at all. That's very much like when my wife and I, Giselle, went sailing in Provincetown, and we rented a sunfish, and I know how to sail a sunfish, and we went out of the little Provincetown harbor where all the little boats were moored, and I kept tacking between all the little boats, and she kept going, we're gonna hit one, we're gonna hit one, and I kept going, no, we're not, no, we're not, we're fine. And we got out into the water, and I said, you know, all those times I said I was sure that we were fine, I did not know if we were fine.
My family is very, very competitive, and we have our own family trophy. The current champion is in the house tonight.
Oh my God.
Hello. And we've been doing this since we just looked it up, 2006, and it started with the Holyoke Road Race, but nobody could beat my brother Kevin, so we had to change it. And so the four kids in the family make up the cup committee, and for each of our birthdays and other people's birthdays, because we're nice, we sometimes have cup competitions, and then the winner holds the trophy until the next competition. So for my mom's birthday is tomorrow, as we've mentioned, and I made a website for her birthday, where she already knows, so that's not a surprise, where it lists like all of the past competitions that we've had, and you can like click on it, and then it will bring you to a page for that one, and you can see the evidence of glory and all of the pictures for that competition, and who came in second and third, and now we'll get to add on to it for the rest of eternity, because I'm sure that's how long we'll be doing this. One time we had a Jenga competition, and it got so intense that it was so, you can either do one of these or one of these if you're, who's doing this? Come on, like this is, but it got so intense where there were only these and these left. There were no more threes. So we had to invent a move that they called the smush. And you would take two of these and squeeze them together so that one was in the middle, so that then you could take the side piece out. So
Cheating.
it's you could still only use one hand. It's not cheating. The game had to evolve so it could go on. That was with only one hand.
That's sense. I don't really come from a very athletically inclined family, and also we're competitive, but kind of in like a really boring way. Like internally, we understand the competition, but from the outside, I don't really think anyone wants to play in the competition, because it's just like, who can set the table the nicest and most accurately based on old school hospitality, and which direction the silverware goes and where the glasses are located. So that's pretty boring for other people, but growing up, it was important who got delegated the job of setting the table. Most of the time it was my sister. So that's a thing that we have to work through. And she's good at setting the table. She knows obviously like where all of the silverware goes, which way the knife should be pointed, if there's a dessert fork, a salad fork, a soup spoon. On special holidays, there's a lot of silverware to put down. So, it's just an important thing that we know in our family. So, there's an internal competition that nobody else really cares about. But I would say that about maybe like 4 or 5 years ago, a theme in the men that I started dating was puzzles. And like my triple X boyfriend brought over a puzzle to my mom's house, and I was like, oh, this is going to be interesting, because my mom's not a super patient person, and putting together a bunch of tiny pieces that are all a similar color just for the sake of hurting your back isn't really appealing to her. So he brought over a puzzle, and long story short, it ended up like barely even partially pieces out, some flipped over under an ottoman for like 3 years. And it sat there until a new boyfriend came on the scene and was like, "Ooh, what's this puzzle?" And I was like, "Oh, you don't want to pull that out." And then that boyfriend finished the puzzle. Huge red flag. So now I actually am luckily with someone who has taught me the glory of puzzles, and I've completed a couple in our relationship together without too much back pain, and pretty successfully learned about all the lighthouses in Rhode Island.
Sweetie, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be totally fine, sweetie. I've got you on belay. I've done this once. I did it when I was 12. Okay, you're gonna be fine.
Okay. All right. How's my helmet? Is it good?
It's great. You look good. Now, can you just check your harness for me?
Okay. Yep. It's on. It's on.
Just love how much you trust me.
I do. I trust you with my whole heart, because I know you would never let anything bad happen to me.
Never anything bad to you, Jojo Bean. You're going to be fine with me. I know just what I'm doing.
Okay. Mhm.
Let's
I think you need to pull it the other way. You're just giving me more. You're just giving me more slack.
I knew that. You're fine. I'm gonna be fine. Was it, which way was it?
I knew you. Oh, okay.
Oh, there you go.
All right.
Climb on.
All right. Woo. This is
Maddie and
exciting.
Kate.
Hello, darling. I'm so sorry. I was looking for dinner and they handed me this stick.
Oh, yes. Welcome. I'm so glad that you've made it to our holiday get together this year. That is the traditional shrimp stick.
Oh, yes, but where's the prepared food? I don't want to I'm not the help, you see.
Oh, no. I'm sorry. I see where the confusion might lie. We just have a wide variety of utensils that you'll need to get used to.
Oh, okay.
Kate and Jim.
Oh, good God, Gina, you gotta occupy my mom right now.
Nope, no problem. I got it.
Yeah, but my triple X girlfriend just arrived.
Oh no.
Yeah, she's wearing nothing either. My mom is gonna be pissed.
Jim and Sally.
I'm thinking we should take our friendship to the next level.
Okay.
I brought my bear, and it's gonna rip your back apart.
Like a real bear.
Oh yeah, grizzly black bear combo.
Sally and Julie.
Don't eat that sandwich. My previous boyfriend started it, and he couldn't finish it. But don't finish it. Could you not finish it?
It's my favorite kind.
Yeah, big red flag for me if you eat that sandwich.
Because it's got the mold, or
Just because it says something about the kind of person that you are. Yeah.
but I'm so hungry, honey. I just
Yeah, no, don't. He left it. He couldn't finish it. I don't want you to finish it.
Why was it sitting on your counter under the glass dome then?
I don't know. We just leave stuff around here. It used to be under the ottoman, actually.
Julie and Mandy.
Is that an instant read meat thermometer you have there?
Yeah. What do you mean?
This kind of feels like cheating.
Mandy and Maddie.
Okay. All right. So you got me, right?
I've got you. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be so fine, Jojo.
Okay. All right. Because I'm feeling a little stuck, so I just need like some expert guidance right now.
Okay. Well, go up.
Maddie
Oh,
and
oh.
Kate.
Yes, you'll actually find your salad spoon will be right between the dessert tongs and the soup ladle. So you'll.
Oh my. Oh, you'll have to forgive me. I feel so uncouth. I've never used a salad spoon before. I must be a Neanderthal.
Oh, don't be too hard on yourself. You know, we recognize that our customs are elevated and not within everyone's comfort zone, but we're so glad to see you giving it a try.
Well, I just appreciate the opportunity to learn, really. So, as far as drinkware goes, I see there is a dog bowl.
Kate
and-
and Jim.
All right, I think it's cool. I've got her to agree to be my NC-17 girlfriend. So, like, tell my mom it's like I'm coming. I'll be right there.
Okay. Well, I mean, I know your mom, has that whole thing about properly dressed.
Okay, I might have to. All right.
Jim and Sally.
That was so awesome.
Still got an itch right back here.
It's a flap of skin. It's a flap of skin.
Oh!
Jim and Kate. Jim and Kate.
She's negotiating in the opposite direction now. They're out. I don't know
Jim
what
and
to...
Sally. Sally and Julie.
No. All right.
Julie and Mandy.
So is it bad that I have a self-cleaning oven?
Mandy and Maddie.
Oh my God, that was so fun and so exhilarating. And it just really felt like you had me the whole time.
I gotta tell you a secret, sweetie.
Okay.
I wasn't sure for most of that I was doing the right thing.
Maddie and Kate.
Is this bowl a human skull?
Yes, that's the blood goblet.
See.
Later.
The blood goblet.
Yes, of course. Everyone has a
Every
blood
good
goblet.
party's got one, yeah.
Don't I know it?
I have been to Sally's food. We've all been to her eat food where she eats food.
Food taste.
And they made me salad and soup, and it was the best meal I've ever had in my entire life. So
I hope my mom's watching.
whatever they're doing, you keep doing it with all your utensils. It worked. I looked to my partner to the left to see which ones I was supposed to be using, but it went fine.
No offense, Linda. I'm sure Kate loves your cooking.
I remember going to eat at your mom's house, Sally, and just being really happy that someone's home kitchen had an indoor and an outdoor. That was nice.
An indoor and an outdoor?
Yeah, it was set up so like you had to go in one side to
Oh.
get your food and out the other to manage traffic. It made perfect sense.
Yeah, you kind of do it a roundabout, but you can go the wrong way because then you get what you really want first. You're going like against the current.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, we're online.
I
Somebody's
follow
gonna
the
use the
rules.
bathroom.
Well, Not in Charge, thank you so much for being here again. It's always a blast. Really fun to
Thank you.
virtually play with you guys.
Missed you all.
Everybody.
Ew.
And thank you to everybody who was watching tonight, and thank you for your suggestions and your love. We'll be back tomorrow at 8 o'clock with just tomorrow.
HVC QVC.
HVC QVC. That's right. So you'll see some of these same people: Mandy, Maddie, Kate, and Pam, who was here at the beginning and mysteriously evaporated during the show. I
Was
think
kicked out.
she went to buy a cat cave, I think. So we will see you all tomorrow night.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.